Right folks, here we go again. Big block of rape here. Pigeons have just got on it in the last sort of week or 10 days. We've got 10 dead birds on cradles and 2 whirlers. We'll adjust that as we go through the day as normal. We're against this spinney here, and the pigeons do like that riverbank. Or the river rather. They tend to follow that up and down the fen, yeah, so we're on the flight line. I'll be honest, I am quite confident. There's a lot of birds here, but there is a lot of rape here, and it's a bright day. There is a good bit of breeze. It should pick up as the day goes on. We've got I've got a mate about 3 fields in that direction, and then another mate sort of just riding round, keeping the birds moving. He'll probably go down the fen in that direction and sort of push the birds back to us, and just basically try and stop them obviously landing on one of the other fields of rape down there. So it's 10 to 10 and I've just got going, so let's see what happens. Oh, here we go. Just knocked them about a bit obviously with setting up and everything else. We've just got to settle down and let the day get going, so let's see what happens. Beautiful. Right chaps, so 23 minutes ago I did the intro video saying where I was and what I was doing, and I've now shot 21 in 23 minutes, so I'm not complaining at all. It's going very well. So far so good. However, as I thought might happen, I'm losing a few to the right hand side of the pattern and the whirler, just where the shadows end, really, just on that corner there. They're just hitting that corner of the spinney. There's another one just coming over the river down. Here we go. Oh, falling over now. Yeah, some's coming up the river and hitting the corner of the spinney and ending up in the trees here, which if the hide was 20 yards to the right, I'd have been able to have shot at them as well. But as I say, I'm not complaining. I've had a bloody good start, and let's just hope it continues. But I might end up just going back in there and standing in the trees, which I've done that before. I've shot this field 2 or 3 years ago. I shot 1,000 from this spinney in 3 visits. One of them was a 300, a 275, and then something else. So yeah, I know the area well, I know the flight lines well, and they do like this spinney. So you might see later I end up stood in the trees. We'll just see how we get on. Oh, good one. Oh, I've shot him in the front end. No, let's have him. So I'll just explain a bit of my kit. It's just gone quiet for a minute or two. So I'm using the Benelli today, M2 in a 10 shot, and I have got the Miracle there as well. If I go and stand in the trees, then I'll take the Miracle, because obviously oh, see, that's what I mean, just on the edge of the pattern, go into the trees a bit. I probably ought to have a tidy up as well. There's 20 something dead birds out there, probably laid all on the backs. But anyway, if I go and stand in the trees, then I don't want the auto spraying empty shells everywhere. It's ideal when you're in the hide, because obviously you can see a few out there. You know, you're only shooting from one place, you know where to look to pick them up. But if you're moving around a spinney and spraying empty cartridges everywhere, that's going to be a ball ache of a job at the end of the day. So and then yeah, the game ball velocity, 28 gram 7.5s or 30 gram 6s, which are on that side of the box. I do rate those cartridges. I mean, if the birds are decoying, 28 gram 7.5s is more than enough. And if you're stood in that spinney, the trees aren't all that tall, 28 gram 7.5s will be ideal. So that's what we're doing, that's what we're using. We've got a brolly hide again, just to keep the wind off our back. I've gone for quite a thin, you can probably see through the netting there, if you look from the outside, especially because we're in the shade here, in the shadows with the sun behind us, you know, it's fine, you don't really need any more than that. What else have I got? Old wooden chair, flask, couple of vapes, happy day. Just going to give that one another because he'll walk off. Not anymore. Now. That's about it for the day, I think. I think I'm going to blow the whistle and call that it. Clicker says 111. I'll just take you off there and show you what's going on. So I stayed with the 2 whirlers and 10 on cradles, and then I did just add a few to it just on the floor. I was going to put them on cradles, but I'll be honest, I couldn't be bothered. So yeah, there's probably 15 or 18 decoys out there altogether. I've got a few here, saved a few nice ones for decoys for next time. I put the Benelli down at one point and got the Miracle and just went and stood in the trees and had a few sort of flighting, or you know, coming to the trees. I've had a lot, as I said earlier, sort of coming up here and just going into the trees. And to be honest, if I'd have had another gun probably in the trees just through there, I bet we'd have shot 150, 170 maybe. But anyway, can't win them all. So it's been a good day. I've got them trayed up there as I've been going. There's as I say, there's 3 trays there, not full, but anyway, there's a few more there, a few more to pick from out there, and some in the wood as well. So I've got a bit of a heap. just through there where I shot them from the trees earlier. But typical day on rape really. The big groups are just starting to break up. It's been tricky. The BBC forecast, which, well, as we all know now, it's wrong more than it's right, so don't tend to pay a lot of attention to it, but it does usually give you a bit of an idea. Well, anyway, it was forecast sort of 17 to 20 mile an hour winds all day, and I would think it's more been 10 to 15 mile an hour instead of 15 to 20. Oh poo, there's another bird in the decoys, look. Oh, that was probably one of the easiest birds I could have shot all day. Where's he gone? But anyway, yeah, not quite enough wind, and too much sunshine. But anyway, it's a good day. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not happy with that. It's a good day on rape for this time of year. There's the hide. So yeah, just going to get packed up. I'm not sure whether I'll bother with a final photo, because I've got them trayed up, so it won't be that impressive. I did try putting the GoPro there, and I'll just see what the footage comes out like, but I'd try not to do everything from the head cam sort of position, if you like, with a camera. Just try and mix it up a bit, but it's difficult obviously when you've got a static camera. You're sort of relying on the bird to fly into camera shot. But I'll go through the footage. I hope it makes a bit of a video anyway, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one.